First and foremost, we want to give call, halal, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahushua. It's all praises to the Most High God, the name of His only begotten Son, who the world ignorantly calls Jesus Christ. We're out of Hebrew Israelites from the SCARVES sect, coming out here week in and week out. To wake up you blacks, Latins, and Native Americans, and prophesy the downfall of this wicked ass kingdom, man. You know, first and foremost, I also want to give the Most High a hand clap, you know what I'm saying, for that wildfire, you know what I'm saying, and he's been sending all throughout, you know what I'm saying, the West Coast, man. You know what I'm saying? Getting rid of a lot of you, know what I'm saying, so-called white people who are really pink, and a lot of you jakes that ain't right, man. You know? But other than that, you know what I'm saying, we just gonna get into the lesson, bring out these laws, statutes, and commandments, you know what I'm saying, and Lord willing, we wake up some people, man. You know, no matter if it's on the street or somebody looking on the video, you know what I'm saying, while we edifying the camera. So give me Judges 5:1. Basically, if you ever read the book of Judges, you would know what I'm saying, that it's us, the Israelites, you know what I'm saying, basically going through a continuation of being put into slavery for not doing the right things, you know what I'm saying. But when we would all come together as a collective and cry out to the Most High, you know what I'm saying, He would hear our cry, and He would, know what I'm saying, save us out of those afflictions, you know what I'm saying. But, you know, we the same people now that we was then. As soon as we think everything is all good, you know, we just go back, you know what I'm saying, fall back into your nonsense, you know what I'm saying? So, fall back into your folly and your madness, and then you end up getting put back in slavery. But with this particular scripture right here, I want to bring this out, you know what I'm saying, because it talks about how, although, you know what I'm saying, while we're in captivity, what we're supposed to be doing, you know what I'm saying? So there's no excuses, you know what I'm saying, in keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Bring that out.
Judges chapter 5, verse 1. Then sang Deborah and Barak, the son of Abaniah.
No. Salaki, 5 and 11. My bad. 5 and 11. Salaki. Judges 5 and 11.
Verse 11. They that are delivered from the noise of archers.
They that are delivered from the noise of archers. You know what I'm saying? So this can be applicable, you know what I'm saying, to this time right now. What would be the archers? When those missiles come and hit America, man. You know what I'm saying? Those arrows, you know, figuratively, you know what I'm saying, speaking. Read.
In the place of drawing water.
In the place of drawing water. Where you're in slavery at, you know what I'm saying, your place of captivity. What do slaves do? They draw water, man, for their masters. Read.
There shall they rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh.
There shall you rehearse the righteous acts of Yahweh. Not when you get in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Not just when you're in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? Even before that, you know, you got to rehearse the righteous acts in the places where you're in captivity at.
That's right.
You know what I'm saying? Read.
Even the righteous acts toward the inhabitants of His villages in Israel.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? That's talking about you blacks, Latins, and Native Americans, and nobody else. You know? Let's put on that.
Then shall the people of Yahweh go down to the gates.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? That's it on that. You know what I'm saying? So that's basically just going into keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments while you're in your captivity. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of people that try to say, you know, it's certain laws that's done away with because we're in captivity. How you gonna keep the Sabbath in captivity? You know, all types of madness, man. You know what I'm saying? If the Lord, you know what I'm saying, gives you a perpetual covenant, you know what I'm saying, things that you're supposed to be doing, you got to do those things, you know what I'm saying, all year round. In season, out of season, you know what I'm saying? No matter if you're in captivity or not. You know? And that's just plain and simple. Give me Exodus 16 and 23.
Exodus chapter 16, verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which Yahweh hath said.
This is that which the Most High hath said. Read.
Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath. Read.
Unto Yahweh. Bake that which ye will bake today.
Bake that which ye will bake today. This is called the preparation day. know what I'm saying, the day before the Sabbath. Now, I understand that, you know, certain people that's just coming into this thing, you know what I'm saying, they just keep, you know what I'm saying, Friday, you know what I'm saying, sundown to Saturday sundown, which a lot of us did, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not really going to get on the topic of, you know what I'm saying, the lunar or the solar Sabbath. It's more so whatever day that you're recognizing at the Sabbath, you know what I'm saying, and at this time in your walk, you need to be, you know what I'm saying, following these laws, statutes, and commandments, you know what I'm saying, that go towards you keeping the Sabbath holy. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be cooking on the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? You're not supposed to be buying and selling on the Sabbath. We'll get into that a little bit later. But, you know what I'm saying? Read that again.
And he said,
tell them where you at.
Exodus 16:23. And he said unto them, this is that which Yahweh hath said.
This is that which Yahweh has said to who? The children of Israel, you blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. Read.
Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath.
Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath. Read.
Unto Yahweh. Bake that which ye will bake today.
Bake that which ye will bake today. So the day before the Sabbath, you need to be in the grocery store. You know what I'm saying? Getting everything that you need to get. You know what I'm saying? If you want to cook, fine. You do this on the day before. Or another thing that you can do that people are not privy to, you can turn your oven on and just leave it on. It tells you that you cannot kindle a fire on the Sabbath. If the fire's already going, you're all right. You know what I'm saying? Read that.
And see that ye will see.
And see that which you will see. Now, certain people will take this scripture and think that it means, you know what I'm saying, even when the Sabbath comes in, I can just cook new food. No. You know what I'm saying? You cook what you're supposed to cook the day before, and there's nothing wrong with you warming up what you cooked. You can't be sitting up here cooking a whole new meal, you know what I'm saying, on the Sabbath, just because you done left the oven on and you think it's okay. You know? Read.
And that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So basically what you're doing, you know what I'm saying, it also ties into, you know what I'm saying, when the Most High fed us manna from heaven. You know what I'm saying? He told the children of Israel in that time to gather up what they would gather, you know what I'm saying, on he gave them certain days, which was, you know what I'm saying, the 7 days of the week, the 6 days of the week, which would be the 6 working days, to go ahead and gather all the manna, you know what I'm saying, that they was going to need for each household. You know what I'm saying? But it was certain jakes that didn't listen and tried to go out there, you know what I'm saying, and get some manna on the 7th day, and what? There was none to be found. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about preparation. You know what I'm saying? Preparation, diligence, humility in this thing, man. You know, you got to start taking this thing serious. You know what I'm saying? The Sabbath is serious. You got caught, you know what I'm saying, breaking the Sabbath back in the day, your ass would be grass, man. The Levitical priest wouldn't play with you, man. You know what I'm saying? But now you got grace. You know what I'm saying? But don't, you know what I'm saying, use that grace, you know what I'm saying, to take it lightly, you know what I'm saying? You know? Exodus, jump to 16:29.
Exodus chapter 16, verse 29.
Bring it up.
See, for that Yahweh hath given you the Sabbath.
Right. See that Yahweh hath given you the Sabbath. What does the Bible say? The Sabbath is made for man, right? Read. It's your rest. Read.
Therefore, he giveth you on the 6th day.
He giveth you on the 6th day, which is the day before the 7th day. Read.
The bread of 2 days.
The bread of 2 days, right? You know what I'm saying? So he's giving you, know what I'm saying, from evening to evening. You know what I'm saying? Because when the Sabbath comes in, you know what I'm saying, no matter if you know what I'm saying, holding Saturday, you know what I'm saying, or if you hold, you know what I'm saying, the biblical lunar, you know what I'm saying, it's always going to be Tuesday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So when it comes in, you'll have, you know what I'm saying, your food prepared for then, and then, you know what I'm saying, when you're getting ready to close it out for that next day, you'll have your food for then. You know what I'm saying? Evening to evening.
Abide ye every man in his place.
Abide ye every man of his place. Look here, straight up, man. I'm just giving it to you straight. If you're not out here on the highways and byways teaching these laws, statutes, and commandments, or if, you know what I'm saying, you got a situation where, you know what I'm saying, you can't get off, you know what I'm saying, or your job, you know what I'm saying, or because, you know, you're in captivity, you know what I'm saying, I understand, but it's certain jobs that you can work that you can go in when the hell you want to. Now, I'm going to tell you something, you know what I'm saying, for you brothers and sisters that go out here and you can't have the Sabbath off, and you decide, oh, well, you know, I'm in captivity, I'm going to go do it anyway, that's off as hell, you know what I'm saying? And, you know what I'm saying, that's just, you know what I'm saying, you ain't right for it, man. You know? Your ass is supposed to be in the house. And, you know what I'm saying, in the place where you dwell, man. You know what I'm saying? Staying in the spirit, you know what I'm saying? Going over the scriptures, you know what I'm saying? Teaching your kids, teaching your family, you know what I'm saying? You're supposed to be in the house. If you're not on the highways and byways doing this work, that's where you need to be, man. You know? And if you can get work off, more, you know, the Most High, you know what I'm saying? The Most High bless you with that, you know what I'm saying? Give him praise for that. You know what I'm saying? But even if you can't, you know, you still need to recognize, you know what I'm saying, that, you know what I'm saying, that this is the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? I know I'm not supposed to be working and I'm repenting for this. You know what I'm saying? Although I have grace for it. That shows your sincerity. You know? Sit on that. You got more.
Let no man go out of his place on the seventh day.
Let no man go out of his place on the seventh day. You know, I just basically broke this down. You ain't doing the work of the Most High. If it's not mandatory that you go to work, your ass is supposed to be in the house. Read.
That's it on that.
That's it on that?
Yeah.
Okay, come. Pretty short and simple, right? Short and sweet. You know? This ain't no deep, dark parable. You know? Exodus 20 and 10. Stay in these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You know, we learn by repetition. You know, hearing this stuff over and over again until it get embedded into your brain, man. You know? Read.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 10. But the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahweh, thy God.
The seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahweh. Now, I'm not going to harp on this too much, but I'm just going to throw this nugget out there. You know, for all you people, you know what I'm saying, who feel like, you know, you just gonna create your own Sabbath or just be lazy and not study. Read that again.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahweh.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of Yahweh. So somebody's gonna have to explain to me, if you don't know when the seventh day is according to the Bible, how in the hell do you know when the Sabbath is? If you don't know when a new month comes in, you're not going to be able to start counting the seven. Point blank period. And you can't do it on no Gregorian calendar. You know? Just throwing that out there, man. No Julian calendar either. You got to use, you know what I'm saying, what the Most High gave you, man. Read.
In it thou shalt not do any work.
In it thou shalt not do any work. You're supposed to be resting. That's right. You shouldn't be in your house cleaning on the Sabbath. You shouldn't be in your house, you know what I'm saying, doing anything other, you know what I'm saying, than just staying in the spirit, meditating in the scriptures, spending family time, quality time, you know what I'm saying, you, your rib, your kids, you know what I'm saying, whatever your family setup may be, you know. Read.
Thou, nor thy son, nor thy daughter,
nor thy son, nor thy daughter, read.
Thy manservant, nor thy maidservant.
Thy manservant, nor thy maidservant. You know what I'm saying? Now this wouldn't apply to us right now because we don't have, you know what I'm saying, any manservants and maidservants, but we will. And guess what? We'll be keeping these laws in the kingdom. You know? So when you got your little Moabite slave, you know what I'm saying, your little Edomite slave, or whatever, you know what I'm saying, that you choose to have, Arabic, Ishmaelite, whatever, you can't be working them on the Sabbath, man. Now let me show you how wicked Esau is. You know what I'm saying? Esau reads this Bible, you know what I'm saying? He knows he's not supposed to work us on the Sabbath, but guess what? Nigga, I ain't giving you off on the Sabbath. Nigga. You're gonna come work for me. Damn your God, basically. You know? These devils know the book, man. They may not know it to the extent that we know it, you know what I'm saying? But at the same token, they know, you know what I'm saying, certain things in this book. So don't get it twisted, man. You know? Read that.
Nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates.
Nor thy cattle, nor thy stranger that is within thy gates. You know what I'm saying? So when that word is stranger, you know what I'm saying, it's talking about another fellow Israelite that didn't grow up, you know what I'm saying, in the land. You know, we had Israelite foreigners. You know, people that came, you know what I'm saying, and grew up from other places that were still our people. You know what I'm saying? But when they came and stayed with you, guess what? They had to abide by these laws, statutes, and commandments as well. You know what I'm saying? Because when you come in the land, in the wherever the Most High's name is, you're gonna have to abide by the laws, statutes, and commandments. Point blank, period. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no getting around it. Read.
For in 6 days Yahweh made heaven and earth.
In 6 days Yahweh made the heavens and the earth. Read. Well, and another thing. That word that says God, I mean, ultimately it was through, know what I'm saying, the divine, know what I'm saying, order, know what I'm saying, put out by the Most High Yahweh. But, know what I'm saying, we all know that when you look up that word God, when it's talking about the creation of the world and all that type of stuff, it's talking about Yahweh Shai and the angels. Because when you look it up, it's going to say Elohim, know what I'm saying, which is really the Elohim, which is plural for powers. Know what I'm saying? Read.
The sea and all that is in them, is. And rested the 7th day.
And he rested the 7th day. So you're supposed to do the same. You put in all your work throughout the week, get to the 7th day, sit your ass down, man. You sit down, man, and you meditate and get in the scripture, man. Get in the spirit. Stay in the spirit. Evening to evening. You know? Read.
Wherefore Yahweh blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it.
He blessed the Sabbath day and hallowed it. You know what I'm saying? So the Sabbath is a big deal. You know? It's very imperative that we know what I'm saying, with the do's and don'ts of what not to do and what we can do on the Sabbath. Because it tells you to what? Keep it holy, right? How you gonna keep it holy, you know what I'm saying? You know, whenever you get something like, let's go say, you know, back when we was in the world, your grandfather, know what I'm saying, used to, know what I'm saying, get you that Hot Wheels racing car track. And the first thing Jake want to do is just, oh man, throw away the instructions. I'm just going to look at the box and just put it all together the way I want to, right? You know what I'm saying? But usually that doesn't turn out, know what I'm saying, the way that it should, because you threw away the instruction manual. This is your instruction manual. Know what I'm saying? That's right. You know, now the Sabbath is not a toy, know what I'm saying, but you can get, know what I'm saying, the correlation of what I'm saying. You know, you're not going to know how to keep the Sabbath if you throw the instructions away. You know? Where's the instruction manual? This is the instruction manual. These laws, statutes, and commandments, this Holy Bible. Read.
That's all that.
Still on that? Okay, come. You did 2011?
Yeah, right.
How you did 2011? Done. Give me Exodus 31:14.
Exodus chapter 31 verse 14.
Read.
Ye shall keep the Sabbath therefore, for it is holy unto you.
It is holy unto you, you blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. Read.
Everyone that defileth it.
Everyone that defileth the Sabbath, meaning you break the Sabbath, read,
shall surely be put to death.
Shall surely be put to death. Now, does that mean that, you know what I'm saying, that we're just going to come up and kill you if we know you're breaking the Sabbath? No. You know what I'm saying? Because we're not living in the time where the Levitical priests were set up and that was just their job. You know what I'm saying? To go out and lay that law down. You know what I'm saying? You know, we can't do that now because we're living in the time, you know what I'm saying, after Yahweh Shai, where he gave us a grace period. But like I keep trying to stress, you can't take that grace period lightly, because just because the Most High won't have us come kill you or some Levites come kill you, he can take you out a whole nother way. You know what I'm saying? You can get hit by a car, you know what I'm saying? A tree can fall on you, you know, and it could have all been because of what? You wasn't keeping the Sabbath holy. You know? After you've been called out of darkness, after you're not ignorant anymore, after you've read these things, you're supposed to apply it, man. You know? Read.
God. For whosoever doth any work therein, that soul shall be cut off from amongst his people.
That soul shall be cut off from amongst his people, man. You know, you'll get put out of Israel, man. You'll get exiled, man. You know? And by that time, you better off dead, you know what I'm saying? Because now, you know what I'm saying, you're not even, you know what I'm saying, considered to be, you know what I'm saying, you get exiled from the nation, you know? So now, you know what I'm saying, the problems that you have, we don't have to take it, we don't have nothing to do with that. We don't have no affiliation with you now, man. You know, you're on your own now, but, you know what I'm saying? You're on your own now, Jack. Sit on that.
You want me to get 15?
Yeah, give me 15.
6 days may work be done.
In 6 days may work be done. Not 7, 6. Read.
But in the 7th is the Sabbath of rest.
And the 7th is the Sabbath of rest. This is why you're not supposed to be out doing anything unless you're doing the Most High's work. Unless you're about your Father's business. Because even as you can see in what they so-called the New Testament, it tells you that Paul and Yahushua kept the Sabbath. And what was they doing on the Sabbath? They went out to go teach in the synagogues on the Sabbath. You know? They wasn't just out lollygagging. You know, going to the mall. Going to the marketplace. You know, they had a mission to do, and that's what they was doing, man. They was about their Father's business, man. The Most High God, Yahweh's business.
Holy to Yahweh.
God.
Whosoever doth any work in the Sabbath day, he shall surely be put to death.
He shall surely be put to death. You had in biblical times, in the ancient times, you had a brother that was picking up sticks on the Sabbath, and they killed him. This is why. You know? So to show you know what I'm saying, that the Sabbath is not a light thing, man. It wasn't a light thing back then, damn sure ain't a light thing now. You know? Please.
Wherefore the children of Israel shall keep the Sabbath to observe the Sabbath throughout their generations.
Observe the Sabbath throughout your generations. That means this is a perpetual thing. You teach your son how to do it, you teach his son how to do it. Your son's son teach his son how to do it. You know what I'm saying? And so on and so forth. You know what I'm saying? You pass this knowledge along, man. Read.
For a perpetual covenant.
A perpetual covenant. Forever and ever. You know? Us keeping the Sabbath will never cease. Read. That's it on that. Come. Give me 35 to 3.
Exodus chapter 35 verse 3. Ye shall kindle no fire throughout your habitations upon the Sabbath day.
You ain't got no business kindling the fire on the Sabbath day. You ain't supposed to be having cookouts on the Sabbath day, okay? You know, contrary to popular belief, you know what I'm saying? I don't care whoever you see doing what, man. According to this right here, your ass ain't supposed to be kindling no fires on the Sabbath, man. That's why it tells you to do all your cooking when? The day before. Now, like I said, you know what I'm saying? If you kindle the fire before the Sabbath and you don't cut your oven off, that's fine. That's cool. It just says you couldn't kindle it. It didn't say a fire couldn't be lit. It just tells you that you cannot start it on the Sabbath. Okay? So if somebody comes and turns that oven off, now you assed out. You know, you're going to be sitting up to eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches or starving until you can go out, you know what I'm saying, and get you some Chipotle or something. You know? Or until you can cook again. Which is going to be when? On the evening of the next day. Right? 3.
Oh, that's it.
That's it on that? Isaiah 58:13.
Isaiah chapter 58 verse 13. If thou turn away thy foot from the Sabbath.
If you turn away your foot from the Sabbath, if you go out of the way, read.
From doing thy pleasure on my holy day.
From doing thy pleasure on the Most High's holy day. The Sabbath is a set apart day, so you don't treat it as you would, you know what I'm saying, all the other days of the week. You know? It's not about you. You know what I'm saying? Now this is your time, you know what I'm saying, to be in the spirit and get closer to the Most High. You understand? You can stop, you know what I'm saying, whatever the hell you've been doing for those 6 days. You get a whole 6 days to do whatever the hell you want. You know what I'm saying? But on the Sabbath day, you know what I'm saying, stay in the spirit, man. Keep it holy. You know?
And call the Sabbath a delight.
Call the Sabbath a delight. Read.
The holy of Yahweh honorable, and shalt honor him.
That's right.
Not doing thine own ways.
Not doing thy own ways. Read.
Nor finding thine own pleasure.
Nor finding thy own pleasures. You know what I'm saying? Now this is not talking about, you know, if I find the light in reading scriptures, you know what I'm saying? If I find the light in singing songs to the Most High, that's not what this is talking about. This is basically talking about, you know what I'm saying, you wanting to go, you know what I'm saying, play basketball. You know what I'm saying? You wanting to go have sex. You know what I'm saying, on the Sabbath. You know what I'm saying? It's a rest from all these things, you know what I'm saying? We're not telling you that sex isn't good. We're not telling you that playing basketball, you know what I'm saying, oh, there's a law against it. But on the Sabbath, you know what I'm saying, you shouldn't be doing none of that, man. One day, you know what I'm saying, evening to evening, you know what I'm saying, you can set aside, you know what I'm saying, to just, you know what I'm saying, not do any of the things that you normally would. You know? It's a rest, right? So you should be resting your bones. You know? When you have sex, it's a workout. You sweat, don't you? You know? Your abs get tight, right? You know? Please.
Nor speaking thine own words.
Nor speaking thy own words. You know? So, you know, for the most part, I mean, as what the world sees as curse words, it's not really, you know, cursing somebody per se, like wishing death on their family, you know what I'm saying, or wishing bodily harm, or that the Most High does something to them. But, you know what I'm saying, when it comes down to profane language, you should try to keep it at a minimum, you know what I'm saying, on the Sabbath day. You know, words like, you know, the F word, you know what I'm saying, the S word, you know, anything that you can't find in the Bible, basically. You know, try to keep it at a minimum. You know? If not, you know what I'm saying, just don't say it at all. You know what I'm saying? You can take, you know what I'm saying, the day, you know what I'm saying, one day out of the whole week where you can, you know what I'm saying, been dropping F-bombs for the last past, you know, Monday through Friday, you know? So, read that. That's it on that? You got more?
That's all.
Okay, come. Deuteronomy 22:11. Wind blowing. It's kind of hard to get the scripture. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 22 verse 11. Thou shalt not wear a garment of diverse sorts.
Thou shalt not wear a garment of diverse sorts. You're not supposed to be mixing fabric. That garment is unclean. Okay? When you start to go in these stores, after you've read this, after this has been brought out to you, when you go in these stores, you should be checking the labels, you know what I'm saying, of your fabric, you know. They have little tags on them, you know what I'm saying, you need to find them. It tells you, you know what I'm saying, this is 100% wool, this is 80% wool, this is 15% cotton, this is 95% polyester. You don't want anything that's not 100%, you know what I'm saying, because that'll be mixed fabric, that's an unclean garment. An unclean garment shouldn't be on the Israelite, okay, according to the law. You got a problem with it, take it up with the Most High. Don't give a damn about your, you know, your Nike sweatsuit. You know what I'm saying? That you want. That you know how much stuff. I'll tell you how Satan works, right? After I read that, it was certain things that I would go into the store. You know what I'm saying? And try to get, and it'll be the stuff that's on sale, and it'll be the stuff that looks raw, like just like the coldest thing I've ever seen. But you know, I can't get it because it's unclean, man. You know, but of course Satan gonna make it look appealing. Oh man, you know, $10. You know, when that 100%, you know what I'm saying, might cost me an extra $10. But guess what? You know what I'm saying? I'd rather spend $20 and be in order with the Most High. You know what I'm saying? To have $10 off and be a wicked nigga. You know, breaking the laws of the Most High God. Read.
As of woolen and linen together.
That's it on that? So you ain't supposed to be out here wearing mixed fabrics. You know what I'm saying? Keep that in mind. Also, once you read stuff like this, you need to go home. Go into your closet. See all of the clothes that you have. See if they're 100%. I understand that, you know what I'm saying, we got financial hardships at times. You can't, you know what I'm saying, just go out and throw all your clothes out. But, you know what I'm saying, you need to start, you know what I'm saying, putting money to the side to get you clean, you know what I'm saying, garments. So the more clean garments, you know what I'm saying, that you end up consuming, you can throw all, you know what I'm saying, unclean stuff away. You know, and that's another thing. Don't go give it to Goodwill in the hood, you know what I'm saying, because now you're giving it to another Israelite. They're not supposed to be wearing unclean garments. You're not supposed to suffer your brother to sin. You understand? You keeping these laws, you should want them to keep the law. Right? That's it. Go. Leviticus 19 and 19.
Leviticus chapter 19, verse 19.
Read.
Ye shall keep my statutes. Thou shalt not let thy cattle gender with diverse kinds.
You shall not let your cattle do what? Be out here with other animals, you know what I'm saying? Like the animals have order, they're supposed to be grouped in, you know what I'm saying, to one section. Just like your garment's supposed to be grouped into one section, right? You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying, your pit bull, you know what I'm saying, and the, you know what I'm saying, where the cow's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying, your chickens, you know what I'm saying, where you got the damn pig at. You know? That's madness, man. Every animal is supposed to be, you know what I'm saying, have his own section, you know what I'm saying, it's supposed to be with his own kind. You know? Just like when Noah, you know what I'm saying, put everything on the ark. You know what I'm saying? Like he didn't have just two of everything, just, you know what I'm saying, all around each other in madness. It was an order set up to it, man, because the Most High deals in order, man.
Thou shalt not sow thy field with mingled seed.
You shall not sow your field with mingled seeds. You know, and this also goes into, you know what I'm saying, I mean, although outside of 7 Canaanite nations that we're not supposed to deal with, I wouldn't, what's the word I'm looking for? I wouldn't promote a brother to go out here and just go have, you know what I'm saying, drop his seed in a whole bunch of heathen women. You know what I'm saying? I would rather, you know what I'm saying, go to your own people, you know? Go get you another Israelite. Drop your seed in her, you know? Sweet.
Neither shall a garment mingled of linen and woolen come upon thee.
That's right. This is reiterating what we just went into. Those unclean garments are not supposed to be on your holy flesh. Okay? You've been called out. You are holy. You are the people of the Most High God. These are your records. You blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. You have no business wearing unclean garments, man. I don't give a damn how good they look.
I am Yahweh. That's not. No, that was it.
I'm good on that. Exodus 20:16.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 16.
Bring it up.
Thou shalt not bear false witness.
Thou shalt not bear false witness. You ain't got no business lying on your neighbor, man. Read.
Against thy neighbor.
Against thy neighbor. Who is the neighbor? The children of the people. Who are the people? The Israelites. Your neighbor is not everybody that you see. You know, it's your fellow blacks, Latins, and Native Americans. You shouldn't be out here giving no false reports, you know, on a brother or a sister. Because back in the day, certain things that you brought up false reports about, you could have messed around and got that brother killed. You know, if you go and lie and say a brother committed adultery, if you go and lie and say a brother stole something, now he has to end up paying something, know what I'm saying, that he probably doesn't have in the first place, but he's not even the one that, know what I'm saying, committed this act, man, and that's just wicked as hell. You know? You're supposed to care for each other. How do you care for each other? You you show that you care, know what I'm saying, about your brother's well-being. If you gave a damn about him not dying, you wouldn't lie on him to the point where, know what I'm saying, bringing offenses upon him and charges upon him that he could be put to death for, man.
That's right.
Good on that? Any, Deuteronomy 19 and 16.
Deuteronomy chapter 19, verse 16. If a false witness rise up against any man to testify.
So, if a brother has a false witness, you know what I'm saying, brought upon him, read.
Against him that which is wrong, then both the men between whom the controversy is shall stand before Yahweh.
So now you're being put on trial. You know what I'm saying? And now you got to go sit in front of, you know what I'm saying, the men of the Lord. You know what I'm saying? And be judged by the Most High, man.
Before the priests and the judges, which shall be in those days.
That's right. You know what I'm saying? So he was going to sit you in front of the Levites, and y'all was going to have to deal with that situation, you know? And they was going to find out the truth of the matter. And you will be punished accordingly. Whoever's being a damn liar.
Chapter 1, verse 17.
Look it up.
You shall not respect persons in judgment.
You shall not respect persons in judgment. So that means, you know what I'm saying, if I see this brother going off, just because I'm closer to him than I am with another brother, you know what I'm saying, that I rarely see, I'm supposed to get on their head and get on their helmet, you know what I'm saying, if I see them going off. You know, I can't sit up here and go, you know what I'm saying, you know, 5% on this brother, you know what I'm saying, and then go 10% on the other one just because I've known him longer. You understand? Everything has to be done in fairness and righteousness and in order. I'm not supposed to care about this brother more than I care about, you know what I'm saying, any other Jake that I see walking up and down these streets, man. You understand? No respect for a person when it comes to judgment, okay? So you judge equally and righteously with every other Jake that you see. No matter who it is. They're not above judgment. You deal with them righteously. That's it on that? Drop that.
But you shall hear the small as well as the great.
You shall hear the small as well as the great. You gotta rebuke your brother, know what I'm saying, for either the small, minuscule things to the big stuff, man. Because what happens when you just let the little stuff linger on? It turns into a mountain, you know?
You shall not be afraid of the face of man, for the judgment is Yahweh's.
For the judgment is Yahweh's. So you shouldn't be, know what I'm saying, pussyfooting around because you're scared, know what I'm saying, what this brother may think of you, know what I'm saying, after the fact that you brought him up on these charges that he needed to be brought up on, man. This ain't about having friends. You know what I'm saying? This your brother. He gonna be your brother no matter what. You know? So you're gonna have to get out your feelings, you know what I'm saying, and just judge righteously and according to the Most High God, Yahweh.
Yes.
You got more?
And the cause that is too hard for you, bring it unto me,
right? And
I will hear it.
That's right. So, you know what I'm saying, if the stuff, if what's going on, you know what I'm saying, is weighing too heavy upon you, or if it's too heavy upon man, Yahweh said, bring it to him, I'll handle it. You know what I'm saying? Bring it to him, you know what I'm saying?
Deuteronomy chapter 16, verse 19.
Bring it out.
Thou shalt not wrest judgment. Thou shalt not respect persons.
You shall not rest judgment. You shall not respect persons. That means if somebody needs to be brought up on charges, you bring their asses up on charges, man. Read.
Neither take a gift, for a gift doth blind the eyes of the wise.
Right. You know what I'm saying? So, the first thing that came to mind is when you read in the so-called New Testament, when you had certain Pharisees and Sadducees telling people that, know what I'm saying, hey, you don't have to keep these certain laws if you give me a gift. You know, we just gonna sweep it under the rug. You know, we're gonna throw it, you know what I'm saying, to the side. You know, keep it on the hush. You know, keep it on down low. Nobody has to know. You know, as long as you just keep giving me these gifts, brother, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be okay. That's off. That's wicked as hell. That's right. You know. So you can't let nobody bribe you into being a wicked nigga, man. Because all you're doing is helping him continue to be a wicked nigga. And now both of y'all being wicked together, man. And y'all both are going to be repaid, you know what I'm saying, for your wickedness. That's right. We're supposed to be trying to get out of being wicked, not helping each other be wicked.
Same thing with practice.
That's right. Yeah,
And pervert the words of the righteous.
And pervert the words of the righteous, man. Just like the brother just brought out. That's what these pastors do all the time. They take the righteous people, you know, to the righteous words of our forefathers that wrote this book, and then they twist and mangle them, you know what I'm saying, and butcher the scriptures, man. To basically give you a license to sin. And to justify it and say that it's okay. You know? Wicked as hell, man. That's it on that? Let me Exodus 24.
Exodus chapter 20, verse 14. Thou shalt not commit adultery.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. This is a big thing that's going around in Israel. You know what I'm saying? No matter if the people are in the truth, in and out the truth. You know? You're not supposed to be sleeping with another man's wife. You're not supposed to be even looking at another man's wife. You know, so that's why when you brothers go out here, you know what I'm saying, especially you brothers that know better now that you're in the truth, you need to start inquiring things when you're talking to these females. You know? Because 9 times out of 10, she could be married. Sex is marriage. Okay? So if you know she's dealing with another brother, you need to back up off of her. And you need to repent. For the Most High take you out, man. Adultery is a big thing. And it's steady going around. You know, that's why Yahushua called us a wicked and adulterous generation. And as long as the men keep it going, the women are going to keep it going. We got to get in order first. Then they'll fall in line. You understand? It works both ways. You know? If we want to be wicked and continue to be wicked, they're going to continue to be wicked. If we get our asses in order, they're going to get their asses in order. Okay? Read. That's it on that. Leviticus 26. Stop having sex with these other brothers' wives, man. It ain't even working.
Leviticus chapter 20, verse 10. And the man that committeth adultery.
And the man that committeth adultery, read.
With another man's wife.
With another man's wife, read.
Even he that committeth adultery with his neighbor's wife. The adulterer and the adulteress.
The adulterer and the adulteress. So the male and the female that partook in this act, what's going to happen to you?
Shall surely be put to death.
Shall surely be put to death. Now I'm going to bring it up again. Just because, you know, we're living in a time where we have grace, it does not mean that the Most High still will not put the spirit upon a brother to take you on up out of him, man. You know? For committing adultery. That's right. You know? And all parties will be punished. So you females out there that feel like, okay, well, you know, I'm not going to tell them that I got a husband. You know, I'm gonna keep it in secret. You know, if you and that brother end up, you know what I'm saying, you know, I don't know, getting hit by a straight bullet, a power line falls on your head, you know, you struck by lightning, you know. Don't wonder why. You see? And if the Most High see fit, you know what I'm saying, may his will be done, then he don't take you all the way up out of here, you learn your lesson, man. Stop sleeping with your neighbor's wives, man. It's disgusting.
That's right.
Okay? Why in the hell do I want to go behind another man? That's crazy, man. Actually borderline homosexual if you think about it. You know?
That's right.
This guy just got through dealing with her, and you know, now you're kissing her all in the mouth, and you know, all these other things, man. Like, why would you even want to do that, man? Rule your damn flesh. Have some damn decorum about yourself. So don't let it be done. That's it?
Deuteronomy chapter 22, verse 22.
Look it up.
If a man be found lying with a woman married to a husband,
if a man be found getting busy with a woman that's already, know what I'm saying, that's already belongs to another man, which is his possession, read,
then they shall both of them die.
They shall both of them die. That's simple and plain. Read.
The man that lie with the woman.
The man that lie with the woman. Read.
And the woman.
Now this is the thing, right? Certain people can say, oh well, she didn't tell me that she was married, right? Or, you know, she didn't tell me, he didn't tell me, you know, all this nonsense. This is why you need to inquire these things, man. You know what I'm saying? Because on the other side of the spectrum, you know what I'm saying, you don't have to tell her nothing. You can have as many wives as you want to. It's about her, and if she's dealing with another man, okay? Because she's only supposed to be with that one man. And the only way that she can take another man in righteousness is if that, you know what I'm saying, her husband dies. That frees her up. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, you gotta back up off of her. Okay? So start inquiring, you know what I'm saying? Start, you know what I'm saying, you know, being a detective with these females. You know? Learn their history. Save your life. Save her life too.
That's right.
You know? By not doing what? Committing adultery. Keeping this perpetual cycle going and going and going. All you ever hear in a damn song. You know, Mr. Take Your Girl, Mr. Steal Your Girl. Oh, you know, I got your girl on my line. You know? That's crazy. And they're glorifying it. Glorifying whoredom. You know? That's what I'm going to do.
So shalt thou put away evil from Israel.
Put away evil from Israel. You know? So when you die for committing adultery, we're not going to shed a tear for you. You know? I'm not going to have some sob story about, oh, he was a good man and, you know, you know, I remember when he did this good deed and that good deed. Well, you know what? When you start to do things like this, you make everything that you've done that's good, you know what I'm saying, count for nothing. You know? Oh, he gave me his last $20, but he slept with my wife. Like, come on, man. They gotta wake up, man. What was that?
22. Deuteronomy 22.
Okay, give me Proverbs 6:32. 6 and 32 Proverbs.
Proverbs 6 and 32.
Bring it up.
But whoso committeth adultery with a woman,
who shall commit adultery with a woman, another man's wife, read,
lacketh understanding.
You lacketh understanding. And when you lack understanding, what does that put you in? The congregation of the dead. Read.
He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul.
He that doeth it destroyeth his own soul. Right? You ain't living without this law, man. Now you just a dry bone, walking up and down the street, ready to be put to damn death that you deserve for committing adultery. Stay in the ways of the Most High so you can have this wisdom and this breath of life, man.
That's right.
So you can have the chance, wake other people up and to get them from going off before the Most High judge them.
That's right.
You know? That's it on that? God, love, right? Just basically bringing out, all the laws, statutes, and commandments there, the ones to focus on, when you come into this truth. I mean, we have 613. I mean, some of them we can't keep because, they deal with agriculture and us having our own land. But these are the things, that's basically within your power, that you can do right now, this instance, and this expedient that you start doing it, man.
Matthew 5:27. Ye have heard that it was said by them of old time, thou shalt not commit adultery.
Thou shalt not commit adultery. That's going back to the Torah. We're in the New Testament now. The same thing is being reiterated over and over again. Read.
But I say unto you, that whosoever looketh on a woman,
whosoever looketh on a woman, read,
to lust after her,
right? Read,
hath committed adultery with her already.
Hath committed adultery with her already. Where does sin start at? Sin starts in the mind. You think of the sin before you actually go and do it, correct? So it formulates in your mind and then you carry out the act. You carrying out your act. You carrying out the act is a secondary act. The first act you did was even thinking about it. So when you see these, I know we have beautiful women of Zion. Beautiful daughters of Zion, these princesses walking up and down these Chicago streets or wherever you may be. But, check yourself and check your spirit, man. You shouldn't be looking at her, First of all, you don't know if she's married or not. And even if she's not, the first thing that comes into your mind shouldn't be, how it's going to look when I'm hitting it from the back. You're committing adultery in your damn mind, man. Not to mention, like I said, a lot of these sisters are married already anyway. So you're off. You're double off. That's right. Ready to dig yourself in a deeper hole, man. You could end up 6 feet, if that be the Most High's will. Since Jake don't seem to get it, gotta show you that tough love. Deuteronomy 14:22.
Deuteronomy chapter 14, verse 22.
Bring it up.
Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed.
Thou shalt truly tithe all the increase of thy seed. Now this is one of the laws that the church does keep. You pay your tithes, right? Now this is the same church that'll tell you all the other laws are done away with, but you keep this tithe law, right? You can do everything else. You can eat pork, you can eat shrimp, you can eat lobster. You know what I'm saying? But brother, you must pay your tithe. You know? And that's a part of the law that they do have right. Pay your damn tithes, man. You know? That money is to go to the body. You know, when you fall on hard times, you're supposed to be able to come to the church, right? The church is not a damn building. You should be able to be coming, you're supposed to be able to come to that called out assembly of Israelites, wherever you at, you know what I'm saying? If you in a camp, you know what I'm saying? Or you know what I'm saying? If you, you know what I'm saying? Just have some respective brothers and sisters that you build with, you know what I'm saying? You should be paying tithes, man. So when those financial hardships come up, you'll have somewhere to run to, something you put up in the storehouse for emergency purposes. You know, it's not just to, you know what I'm saying, spend tithes on whatever the hell you want to spend it on, you know. Creflo Dollar buying planes and all this nonsense, you know. But if one of the members of his congregation get put out the house, I bet you they can't call him to come sleep. He won't even let them sleep in his Bentley, let alone buy them a house after all that money that they gave for him to get a damn private jet, man. But you rather pay your tithes, you know what I'm saying, to somebody teaching you lies, rather than the brothers out here on these street corners, on the highways and byways, risking their life, you know what I'm saying, actually giving you the truth of the Most High God, man.
That the field bringeth forth year by year.
That the field bringeth forth year by year. You know what I'm saying? It's 10% of your increase, right? So, you know, I hear a lot of people say, oh, well, tithing isn't money. Tithing ain't got to be money. Well, no, it isn't always money, but guess what? We work jobs. Jobs give us what? Money. The job didn't give you a can of corn, nigga. Okay? Now, if that's all you have, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, for you to, know what I'm saying, actually have the money and not give up the money that you want to come give brothers a fruit basket, you know, we'll take it. You know what I'm saying? But, you know you're wrong, man. You're going the hell off. You know? That fruit basket cannot pay your bills, okay? Or anybody else's.
And thou shalt eat before Yahweh in the place which he shall choose to place his name there.
Right.
The tithe of thy corn, of thy wine, and of thine oil, and the firstling of thy herds.
Corn, wine, oil, and herds. Right?
And of thy flocks, that thou mayest learn to fear Yahweh always.
Right. So tithing is in the law, man. Now let me ask you something for you brothers to say, oh, tithes isn't money, right? What flocks do you have? What corn do you have? What field of anything are you growing? Now certain brothers have, you know what I'm saying, little mini gardens and stuff like that, but for the most part, you get paid a check, okay? There's nothing wrong with you paying tithes, man. All right? Let's get that understood.
And if the way be too long for thee,
if the way be too long for thee, read.
So that thou art not able to carry it,
you are not able to carry it, read.
Or if the place be too far from thee, which Yahweh shall choose to set his name there, when Yahweh thy power hath blessed thee, then shalt thou turn it into money.
Then shalt thou turn it into what?
Into money.
Into money. You know, people try to act like, you know what I'm saying, back in the ancient days, you didn't have something called a shekel. You know? Even Christ told us when we was under, you know what I'm saying, Roman persecution, render unto Caesar what is Caesar's, right? Pay your damn taxes. You know? So you mean to tell me that I'm supposed to pay taxes to a heathen, but I can't tithe to my brother? Come on, man. That's crazy. You know? Drop that. Give me Deuteronomy 18:6.
Deuteronomy chapter 18 verse 6.
Check it out.
And if a Levite come from any of thy gates,
And if a Levitical priest comes to any of your gates,
out of all Israel,
out of all the Israelites,
where he sojourned, and come with all the desire of his mind.
this is basically talking about because the Levites, you know what I'm saying, we all the other tribes had allotted, you know what I'm saying, land allotments. Levi didn't. Why? Because they were the priests. So they had to be set up, you know what I'm saying, throughout all the tribes, you know what I'm saying, to be able to give, you know what I'm saying, sacrifices for our sins when we went off. You know what I'm saying? So basically, you know, what this is about to go into is basically, you know what I'm saying, when a Levite priest, you know what I'm saying, come into your town and come into your city, you take care of that Levite priest, man, for his priestly duties. You know? He didn't have nowhere to stay, so guess what? Now, in modern day terms, you give that Haitian man a place to rest, okay? You make sure that Haitian man is put up, and, you know what I'm saying, to the best of your ability, you know what I'm saying? He eats, he's clothed, he's bathed. You know? If you eating porterhouse, he's eating porterhouse too. Take care of the priest, man. Priest.
And come with all the desire of his mind unto the place which Yahweh shall choose. Then he shall minister in the name of Yahweh his God.
That's right.
As all his brethren, the Levites do, which stand there before Yahweh.
The Levites, which are the priests, right? Read.
They shall have like portions to eat beside that which cometh of the sale of his patrimony.
Right. So you take care of that Levite, man. You know, in your respective cities. The Haitian man. You know. Scattered throughout the four corners of the earth, man. Leviticus 27:13.
Leviticus chapter 27 verse 32. And concerning the tithe of the herd or of thy flock,
concerning the tithe of the herd of the flock, read.
Even of whatsoever passes under the rod, the tenth shall be holy unto Yahweh.
The tenth shall be holy unto Yahweh, right? So you give the tenth part of your increase, man. 10%. Not 15, not 16. I mean, now, what you can do is, you can get free will offerings, but when it comes down to tithing, it is 10%. Now, if you want to add more onto that, you know what I'm saying, if the Most High put it on your heart for you to do that, you do that. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes down to your tithing, it's supposed to be 10%. That's it, that's all. Read. That was it on that, right? So go tell your pastor that. 10%. 1 Corinthians 9:67.
Corinthians chapter 9, verse 6. Or I only and Barnabas, have not we power to forbear working? Who goeth a warfare any time?
Right. Read.
At his own charges. Who planteth a vineyard and eateth not of the fruit thereof?
Who eateth a plant? What they say again?
Who planteth a vineyard and eateth not the fruit thereof?
Who planteth a vineyard and eat not the fruit thereof? You know what I'm saying? So if you got brothers out here, you know what I'm saying, sowing these seeds, you know, and you know what I'm saying, through the you know what I'm saying, the power of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, you know what I'm saying, waking up to this truth, you know what I'm saying, those brothers need to be compensated for their services. That's right. There's nothing wrong with that. It's in the Bible. You know? Read.
Or who feedeth a flock and eateth not of the milk of the flock?
Who feedeth? So basically what that's saying is, you know, when you come out here, you know what I'm saying, and you preach this word to the lost sheep of Israel, and you start to gather them, you know what I'm saying, together to bring them into this truth, there's nothing wrong, you know what I'm saying, with them compensating you, you know what I'm saying, for your work that you put in, man. The ultimate all praises, glory, and honor go to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, but at the same token, there's nothing wrong with you giving alms, you know what I'm saying, to these brothers, you know what I'm saying, that basically, you know what I'm saying, the Most High used as a vessel to wake you up. You know what I'm saying? That's it on that? Alright, give me Leviticus 22 back to I mean, hell, you give all your money to your lying pastor, you know. Why don't you give that money to these kings and priests out here teaching on these streets? At least it's going to something conducive.
Like that was 22 and what?
22.
Leviticus chapter 22, verse 32. Neither shall ye profane my holy name.
Neither shall you profane the name of the Most High. The name of the Most High is sacred. It is not to be played with. Okay? You don't just go on around saying the name of the Most High. He's the great dreadful one among the heathen, okay? They used to call him Al-Shadja back in the day, meaning great and terrible power. You know? So you don't play with his name. You don't just go around just invoking the name of the Most High. Just because you feel like it, you know? And no, God is not his name. That's a title. You know, it just means power. We're talking about the actual name of the Most High God, Yahweh in the Paleo Hebrew. It's not nothing to play with. I suggest you not do it. Okay?
But I will be hallowed among the children of Israel.
That's right.
I am Yahweh, which hallow you.
Done. Sit on that.
Done.
Give me, it's a lot. 23 and 9 through 10. Stone to get over on this side. I'm trying to get back over the gate.
Sirach, chapter 23, verse 9.
Bring it up.
Accustom not thy mouth to swearing.
Accustom not thy mouth to swearing. Read.
Neither use thyself to the naming of the Holy One.
Neither use thyself to the naming of the Holy One. Right? Don't profane the name of the Most High. Okay? Read.
For as a servant that is continually beaten.
As a servant that is continually beaten. Meaning a continual ass whooping. Okay? Read.
shall not be without a blow, without a blue mark. So he that sweareth and nameth God continually shall not be faultless.
You shall not be faultless. So basically, you know what I'm saying, you're going to pay for that. And it's going to be a heavy fee. You know? So when it comes down to the Most High God's name, man, don't play with it. Teach your kids not to play with it. You know? Okay? That's pretty much it on that. Okay, give me Deuteronomy 62. These are all the laws, statutes, and commandments that we need to be abiding by in these last days. The reason why we was, know what I'm saying, basically discontinued as a nation is because we stopped following these laws. We need to get back to them. So we can start to lift up the nation again. Okay? In spirit and in truth. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 6, verse 2. That thou mayest fear Yahweh.
That thou mayest fear the Most High God Yahweh. Read.
Thy power to keep all his statutes.
To keep some of his statutes.
All his statutes.
Half his statutes.
All his statutes.
Every last single one that is in your power for you to keep, you need to be keeping it. Read.
And his commandments, which I command thee.
Right.
Thou and thy son.
Thou and thy son.
And thy son's son.
And thy son's son. Read.
All the days of thy life.
All the days of your life. How do you prolong your life, you know what I'm saying, when you deal with your earthly mother and father, right? You honor them correctly. So if you're supposed to honor, you know what I'm saying, your earthly mother and your earthly father, what you think you're supposed to do to your spiritual father, which is the Most High God Yahweh? Honor him so your days be prolonged as well. Right? Is it on that?
And that thy days may be prolonged.
See? That thy days may be prolonged, man. You know? We're trying to get to this thing, you know what I'm saying, called everlasting life. You know? And this is going to aid us in doing it. Keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments. Leviticus 25 and 17.
Book of Leviticus, chapter 25, verse 17. You shall not therefore oppress one another.
You shall not oppress one another. Why did we go into Babylonian captivity? Because we had each other in oppression, man. We had each other as slaves. You know, this is in the Bible. This also happened within the times of, when people also want to bring up, oh, the Native Americans had slaves. So what? When the Seminole Indians had slaves, what people don't like to bring out, it wasn't to enslave you, it was to help you break free. But then, yes, you did have, you know what I'm saying, a couple of Choctaw Indians that did have slaves. But at the same token, what about the Northern Kingdom that you had in slavery back in the day? What about the other Southern Kingdom people that you had in slavery back in the day? So nobody wants to bring that up. Y'all act like this is not, you know what I'm saying, precedented in the Bible. Yes, we did it. Was it wrong? Yes, but yes, it happened, okay? So just because you see in history, you know what I'm saying, another Israelite oppressing another Israelite, that doesn't mean that the slave master is not, you know what I'm saying, of the same nation, man. We've been oppressing each other for years. We're still doing it now. Okay? You may not have a damn chain around your neck, you know, or and cracking a whip. Right? Read.
But thou shalt fear thy power.
Thou shalt fear thy power, the Most High God Yahweh. Read.
For I am Yahweh, your power.
For I am Yahweh, your power. You ain't got no business, know what I'm saying, coming up against another brother. Another black man, another native man. Another so-called Hispanic man. You know? Just like on these damn jobs, you know, you get the cooning for the white man, you know, and then you start to walk around all bougie with your nose up in the air. After you get, you know what I'm saying, you a little bit of power and a little raking, you know what I'm saying, you want to, you know, just because you can, you know, because you're holding a grudge with, you know what I'm saying, a certain Native American, Latino, you know what I'm saying, or just another black brother, you know what I'm saying, you want to use your power and authority and rule with vigor, you know what I'm saying, just for no apparent reason, you know. You ain't got no prison. You ain't got no business oppressing your own damn people, man. We oppressed enough. We don't need our own damn people oppressing us. Wicked as all hell.
Leviticus 25:17.
Oh, give me from 1:11 to 10.
Psalms chapter 1 verse 111.
1:11 to 10. It's all good.
Psalms chapter 111 verse 10.
Read.
The fear of Yahweh,
Fear of Yahweh
is the beginning of
is
wisdom.
the beginning of wisdom, right? So once you realize that the Most High don't need you, He can take you out at any point in given time, it's going to put fear in your heart, right? It's going to put fear in your heart to keep these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. And it's a fear out of respect, you know what I'm saying? Not only, you know what I'm saying, are you fearing that your life being taken, but it's just out of the simple respect of the creator of this universe, man. Well, ultimately the creator of this universe, you know what I'm saying? Like I said, the order was given, you know what I'm saying, from Yahweh unto Yahweh shine the angels. But at the end of the day, all the praise, all the glory and the power goes to Yahweh Shai. I mean, Yahweh in the name of Yahweh Shai. So like, right?
A good understanding have all they that do His commandments.
Good understanding have all they to do His commandments. So if you're not doing these commandments, you're the reverse of what the scripture is saying. You don't have no damn wisdom, okay? You have ignorant wisdom, stuff that's not going to get you by, you know? Wisdom of the world is nothing compared to, you know what I'm saying, the true science of this book, man. Niggas claim, you know what I'm saying, they so caught up in science. If this ain't the science that you kicking, I don't want it. You know? Now those secular science crap is nothing but mainly a bunch of theories, you know, that haven't been proven and can't be proven unless you can back it up with the Bible. Okay? I'm not gonna say that everything in science, you know what I'm saying, is just not true. But you know what I'm saying, if it can't be substantiated with the Bible, I would throw it out. You know? Proverbs 27.
Proverbs chapter 1 verse 7.
Read.
The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge.
The fear of Yahweh is the beginning of knowledge. Read.
But fools despise wisdom.
But fools despise wisdom. So what is that saying? Fools despise the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Drop that. Give me Ecclesiastes, what's that? Ecclesiastes 12:13.
Ecclesiasticus chapter 12 verse 13.
Read up.
Who will pity a charmer that is bitten with a serpent?
Who will pity a charmer, a snake charmer that is bitten with a serpent, right? If you're a snake charmer and you sitting up there playing with the snake, why would I feel sorry for you when you get bit, right? Read.
Or any such as come nigh wild beasts. So one that goeth to a sinner and is defiled with his sin.
You have no business being around sinners, okay? And dwelling with them knowing that they're in sin, okay? If you know a brother is living a certain type of lifestyle that you don't need to be around, you know, like, let's per se, you know, I go back, you know what I'm saying, to my old stumping ground and go kick it on the block, be sitting in a damn trap house somewhere, you know, and I may not be selling drugs, but when the brothers come through that want to, you know what I'm saying, that they've been staking this place out, come and hit this place, what you think they're going to say? Oh, we're going to exclude you because we haven't seen you before, you haven't been around here? No, they're going to rob me just like they're going to rob everybody else in the house. Now, should you feel sorry for me for that? Did I already know what I'm saying, what could have been, what I'm saying, on its way coming of being in this environment? Yes, I did. So guess what? I got what I deserve, right? There shouldn't be no, oh God, why me? You know why you. You wasn't using wisdom. You was being a dumb ass, okay? You got what was coming to you, man. Get you some law and get you some life, man. I understand that, what I'm saying, certain people coming into this thing, it don't happen overnight. But you gotta start, what I'm saying, taking baby steps, man. You crawl before you walk. And every law that's been brought out, what I'm saying, today, you're able to keep it. Listen, you're well within your power, know what I'm saying? It's kind of crazy how, know what I'm saying, we'll break our neck, know what I'm saying, to keep the white man's laws, know what I'm saying, but it's so grievous to keep the Most High's laws, right? That's crazy. White man ain't done nothing but oppression. Most High gave you life. So who should you be following? What does the scripture say? You should rather follow God than men, right? Read.
Leviticus 19 verse 29. Do not prostitute thy daughter.
Not prostitute your daughter, right? Read.
To cause her to be a whore.
To cause her to be a whore. All right? A lot of you people, are raising whores right now. Why? Because you have no knowledge and wisdom of understanding how a little girl is supposed to be raised. Why? Because you don't have your face in the Bible. Okay? You're letting society raise these young women into not being women at all. It's a song by Black Youngster. Well, what's that? He basically said, I don't know the name of the song, but he basically says, "Show me your mama made a hoe." And that's basically what's been going on now. Right? No knowledge, no wisdom, no understanding, so you don't even know how to raise your own damn kids.
Lest the land fall to whoredom.
Lest the land fall to whoredom. Read.
And the land become full of wickedness.
And the land become full of wickedness. Monkey see, monkey do, right? So, if one sister sees another sister being a whore, let's just put this on a wide scale, right? these little girls, who are their role models? Your Nicki Minaj's, your Cardi B's. You know what I'm saying? Now, can I sit up here and necessarily say that they're out prostituting themselves and selling their body? No. But they're selling sex. They're giving the illusion, you know what I'm saying, of these things. And when these young kids see this stuff, they want to be like these people, man. That's right. So now what is this young girl going to go and do? End up in a strip club, shaking her ass, you know what I'm saying? Trying to make it through college because this is what they rap about. You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing too. You know, when you watch a lot of these documentaries, you know what I'm saying, of these OG gangbangers, they'll even tell you a lot of the stuff that they did, it wasn't necessarily because they came from a broken home. You know what I'm saying? It was just something they wanted to do. But why is that though? Because of where they grew up, what was promoted, you know what I'm saying, what was seen as being cool. It's all about the perception, you know what I'm saying, when you're a child. If it looks good, okay, I want to do that too. And I'm going to get it, you know what I'm saying, what 50 say, get rich or die trying? By any means necessary, right? Sit on that? First Peter 4.
First Peter chapter 4 verse 9.
Real?
Use hospitality.
Use hospitality. Read.
One to another.
One to another. This is to you fellow Israelites, blacks, Latins, and Native Americans, right? Read.
Without grudging.
Without grudging. So, you know what I'm saying? If I bring a brother into my house, it's out of the kindness of my heart. It's genuine. It's not so I can bring it up, remember what I've done for you, you know what I'm saying? So now what can you do for me? Hell no. This is supposed to be genuine. This is supposed to be 100% authentic, okay? That's right. Nothing fugazi. None of that food nonsense, right? So show hospitality, man, to one another. You know? You see a poor Latino on the street, you got it, you give it. Just like you see a poor black man, you got it, you give it. Poor Native American, same thing. You know? Give me Matthew 6 and 13.
Matthew chapter 6 verse 14.
Yep.
For if ye forgive men, read, their trespasses.
So if my fellow Israelite brother does something to me that's not up to my liking, right? If I feel he did me wrong, I'm supposed to forgive that man, right? I'm not supposed to hold a grudge with him. You know? Read.
Your heavenly Father will also forgive you.
Your heavenly Father will also forgive you because you went off in your life. You know what I'm saying? And you wanted forgiveness, right? So if you're seeking forgiveness, you should give forgiveness to other people, man. Is it on that? Got more. Bring it up.
Neither will your Father forgive your trespasses.
Right. So if you don't want to give forgiveness, you're not going to get forgiveness, okay? That's another reason why you see so much murder in the streets, man, amongst our own damn people. We don't want to forgive nothing, you know? So we just keep this perpetual cycle, you know what I'm saying, just going on to us, you know what I'm saying, killing and murdering each other, you know what I'm saying, which, you know what I'm saying, we're doing, you know what I'm saying, our enemy's job for them. You it's to the point where, you know what I'm saying, they can just sit back, kick back, and just watch us kill each other. It started off with them killing us. Now we're just killing our damn self. If the Black, Latin, and Native American man knew how to forgive, that murder rate would decrease amongst our people.
Sirach, chapter 10, verse 6.
Read.
Bear not hatred to thy neighbor.
Bear not hatred toward thy neighbor, which is another fellow Israelite. Read.
For every wrong, and do nothing at all by injurious practices.
So for everything another Israelite does to you, you don't bear a grudge for it. You know what I'm saying? You think about it, you know what I'm saying? You give it to the Most High and you let it go. You know what I'm saying? Let the Most High deal with it. You know what I'm saying? When it comes to us and our people. You know? And you're also not to be dealing, you know what I'm saying, in any type of injurious practices on yourself. You know, suicide. Basically, you getting these damn butt injections, sticking yourself with tattoos, you know what I'm saying? Because the side effects to these things that a lot of people don't show you know what I'm saying? You know, you get infected with certain things, you know? And then you gotta go spend money that you don't have, you know what I'm saying? For other doctor bills that you're gonna get, you know what I'm saying? After they give you these procedures, you know? You're just digging yourself more and more in the hole, you know what I'm saying, that you could have avoided if you were just keeping these laws, statutes, and commandments, man. You know? With that, you want to get called, Allah, Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, say Shalom.
Shalom.